Hello, welcome back to Six Bullets, Seven Kills, Chapter 2, Part 2. Ignoring the window booth table, which contained the bolstering, he found his 9-year-old daughter, Anastasia, twirling in her homemade kitchen apron, trying her best to keep her eyes closed, disappearing into the world the music created for her eyes. Spencer scooped up Anastasia into a twirling dance the two of them endearingly knew from previous years throughout the evolutionary growth of infancy. Daddy! Anastasia joyously hugged her father in the starting stages of their dance. You're early tonight. Catherine Aldrich looked up, still slowly stirring, smiling warmly at her fiance and his daughter. God damn, Spencer, Wyatt Stingle spewed Pabst Blue Ribbon uncaringly. I swear, cousin, you are the American ninja. Wyatt tried getting up, karate chopping his way. God damn yourself, Wyatt, Catherine yelled at Wyatt, bringing his attention to a chore he overlooks. You are spilling your goddamn beer everywhere. Red Olivier read to his friends, while Roger to the community spewed his pool across their cards, laughing at his scolding. Oh, god damn it, that does it. Wyatt, Red, get your asses to the utility closet and clean your mess up now. God damn it, before you two ruin my finish. Catherine had stopped stirring, walking forward, wiping her hands with her lower section of apron. Wyatt and Red grabbed their beers, hushed laughing to the utility closet door, located on the wall leading back out to the pub. Idiots, Spencer whispered into Anastasia's ear, smiling, slowing their dance. Uncle Wyatt is a nice idiot, Anastasia whispered back, giggling. He squeezed a bit more, gently flexing his muscles, while she pulled herself further into her father's embrace, nuzzling her forehead against his neck. Catherine approached, briefly tickling her armpit, sliding in for a kiss from him. Spencer switched Anastasia to his right, reaching his left arm out for Catherine to smoothly connect, taking her right hip curve until his hand traced her global right butt cheek, coming to rest his palm in the alcove of Catherine's lower back, fingers vining to the creation of both her worlds. The noises of the utility room's contents faded in and out in the background. Now, I know Mayor Henry Armstrong. He will be disappointed if he found out you took the night off, Catherine said, looking back at Wyatt, looking for the right spray, all the while Red explaining something to fill the dead air. Spencer slid Anastasia down with his right arm, taking his free hand to pull Catherine all the way, centering to themselves. Storm is coming. Quick. If it stops before midnight, I'll go make a quick scope. Anything after that, she is not moving houses in Old Town anymore. Too much partying to miss out. Spencer looked into her hazel eyes. I guess. Slumming with the locals is her rebellion against her father. Catherine smiled back into his brown eyes. She would be greasing dirty poles in Old Town at all hours, which is why I'm sure she will be bunkered in for the night. Spencer and Catherine let go. Unless a better pole gets her attention 2 houses down, Catherine laughs. Shit. Spencer waved off. A girl like that is only loyal to her next orgasm. She is not the type to let her womanhood reform back before shoving a better hole filler. Next time you're out there, watch. I bet I will be right. Catherine gave a confident, smiling nod to Spencer, returning to her soup. Anastasia took his right forearm into her hands, pulling her father off to the side. Daddy, can we see Return to Oz Saturday? I want to see the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Lion meet Dorothy again. I would like to see that reunion too. Sure, Anna. We can get popcorn and candy as well, Spencer replied, leaning against the record player cabinet. Don't forget the pop and nachos, Daddy, Anastasia insisted on the memory. Of course not, Spencer smiling enthusiasm of their upcoming feature. My finish! Catherine yelled over her shoulder to the open utility door. Oh, shit. Sorry. Wyatt smacked Red's shoulder with the back of his hand. Come on, Red. The two of them exited the side room, approaching the kitchen table with brown paper towels overflowing their hands. Wyatt held the spray bottle with its trigger on his right thumb. The two of them hurried to the sticky, congealing residue of their thoughtless act, from which appeared to Catherine in a second, seeing their mindless concern while searching for the supplies. Catherine snorted a face of disgust towards the bumbling fools who did not consider others' belongings respectfully. However, in this specific individual's manners, she knew they did not care for their own things. Wyatt still lives in his deceased mother's home, using the things his mother owned to the standards of his own, ignoring the teachings she tried to instill in him for longevity of your possessions. Red Olivier, or Roger to no one, from which Red always corrects people to his desired first name called, started in the company of Wyatt shortly after his mother's death. They met over a bottle of Jim Beam, which Red bought, and became close friends. Spencer and Anastasia used to live with Wyatt's mother, his aunt through his own mother's lineage. Spencer came back to Hollow Pass from his military drafting departure of 1973 in early 1981 with a daughter not much over 12 months of age. A year later, Spencer moved into Lisa Stingel's home at her request to have her remaining family under one roof. Alternate motives to spoil Anastasia had premeditatedly spearheaded her offer of residency. Red Olivier's family arrived in the late 40s, taking brief residence in Old Town before his father became a clerk in the mayoral office. His father, Philip Olivier, bought in quickly and with seniority over most of the former and well established families of Hollow Pass. His mother, Maggie Olivier, gave birth to him in 1950. In 1963, she was bathing, listening to the radio on the corner edge of the tub, when she misfortunately kicked it with her right foot, electrocuting herself to death. 4 years later, his father committed suicide. The mayor's office stepped in, providing Red with the deed to the house and guardian until 17, and not a care about money. This did not sit well with the community, especially those still deep in a mortgage. Catherine turned off the burner, leaving the soup to chill naturally until morning. She went to the sink, washing her hands and ladle. She hung her apron on the fancy hook attached to the wooden pie safe. She walked over to Spencer and Anastasia. Anna, my dear girl, Catherine was saying with a smile, it is time to wash up for bed. Anastasia hugged her father, then looked up. Can you read me The Cat in the Hat before bed, Daddy? Of course I can, my sweet, Spencer replied, giving a couple of air kisses. Anastasia took the service stairs to the bed part of the breakfast establishment of Aldrich Inn. Catherine hugged his body, kissing him passionately. Spencer returned the chemistry. They let go of each other, Catherine going over to secure the record into its album, shutting down the music for the night. Hey, Spencer, when you get a chance, gauge Henry Armstrong on his decision in opening Hollow Pass for a tourist destination. Catherine walked over to Spencer. We are passing up opportunities to establish a former coal town's economy source, showing how we have overcome our town's origin of establishment involving in self-efficiency. Spencer laughed at the impossible task. You would be better off asking John for that audience. Catherine arched her eyebrow, mouth smirking. I can also ask my sister, Audrey Kessler, before John if I wanted to go that route. I am asking you for the lack of respect Henry Armstrong has for the Mahoys. Henry will leave the politics out of his tone. Spencer became wowed by the honest reality of Catherine's wishes. I see, Mayor Aldrich. You need a huckleberry for dirt wallowing. Do not forget to leave your distaste of Henry out of your tone of speech, Catherine sexually grasped Spencer's manhood, leaned in with whispers. Now, the storm has been falling on us for about 15 minutes. Take your cousin and his fool to the cigar lounge. Wait it out there, and if you are lucky, you will not need to jerk yourself off tonight. That is a limited time offer, expiring fast. Spencer took the kiss awaiting him. Shit. I'll be thinking of you while taming the Appalachian rattlesnake. Catherine and Spencer whisper their love to one another, separating each other's embrace into their own personal paths. Spencer gravitated towards Wyatt and Red. Who wants some premium tobacco? Now you're talking, Spencer, Red Olivier, grinning ear to ear. Some top shelf bourbon, perhaps? Double cool, Wyatt expressing enthusiasm, heading to dispose the used cleaning products back into the utility room. Finish up storing the items, Wyatt, then meet us in the smoker's lounge. Then we'll discuss that Terminator movie and how you would die quickly if you were playing the Reese role. Spencer and Red both chuckling off to the front of the house. Hey, anyone would shit their pants going back to the past.